It's Madden NFL 24. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Birds and the 49ers, and it comes your way next.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Straight ahead is a rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you had to feel for the 49ers and their fans in last year's NFC Championship game, seeing the quarterbacks go down. But Brock Purdy, after the elbow surgery, back to take over once again.
And an even more confident Brock Purdy. Remember how he took over last year and they got on that great run? Now, he'll be much more in command of the offense, understand it fully, and knows exactly who to get the ball to in order to produce points for this 49ers team.
Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they made sure to lock up their signal caller in the offseason, Jalen Hurts, and probably a wise idea after he finished as a runner-up to Patrick Mahomes for league MVP.
It certainly was a wise idea because now they have their signal caller for the foreseeable future. And think of the strides he's made since he entered the league. Everyone knew he could move it around with his legs, but boy, has he become accurate throwing the football.
The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. On the return, Boston Scott. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They go play action with Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Hurts. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Third and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
And that's big Jalen Carter, the rookie, able to get him down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
A lot depending on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On first down, Purdy. And he'll just get rid of it.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Purdy looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Purdy bootlegging it. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Niners are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Seven, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Hurts going to keep it running right. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
On 2nd down, Swift. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Here's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Purdy off the play fake. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll keep it himself. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now Purdy. That's caught out right by Jennings. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Shotgun now with Purdy. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. Fielded just inside the 20. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Partner, I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Purdy. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 36 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Complete to Zacchaeus. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Purdy now to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Purdy sets up to throw again. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Throwing here, Purdy. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports halftime report. The Niners got a solid first-half outing by their second-year quarterback, Brock Purdy. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And it's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. It's caught by Jennings. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
This is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 30 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half.
They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Let's get some love. That's right. Come on, baby. Get love. That's right, baby.
Throwing is Hurts.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Swift is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Swift again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
DeAndre Swift.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
DeAndre Swift and the Eagles back out there.
Handful of carries last time out there. Finished it off, Charles, with a short touchdown run.
Yeah, and that's pretty nice for him to be able to do that because normally where they were on the field, It's going to take some muscle to get in there, right? It's going to take some power because things are so stacked up, well blocked, and he was able to get into the end zone somewhat safely.
Yeah, that's the thing. Several of those carries last drive, he had some good holes, some good options.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Oh, nice move at midfield. And shutting him off now open field. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
87 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Hurts going to keep it running left.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer.
On the option to give to Swift here. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles put together a 4th-quarter drive to take the lead.
Jalen Hurts with another touchdown rushing. 13 touchdowns, led all quarterbacks last year on the ground. No one else had more than 8. And, of course, we all remember the 3-touchdown game in the Super Bowl. So called running plays or scrambles, Jalen Hurts is dangerous.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shift. Taking it right down Broadway. Deebo Samuel, touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 74 yards. And the Niners use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Moody good with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa, his second sack of the night.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. As San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
123 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. looking to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Elliott is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Purdy and the Niners down 34-31, just under 2 minutes to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Now 2nd and 4. To throw is Purdy. Finding Samuel.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here comes 2nd down. Purdy to throw. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Purdy to throw. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 1st down. Here's Purdy.
This is caught. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Throwing, Purdy.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, they looked like they had a shot at it, maybe a completion. Ball gets knocked away. Can they rise up and do it again?
Now 2nd down and a few inches. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And here's Scott to return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So now it's the Eagles' turn, trailing by 4. A little over 20 seconds to go. They've got to go the full 80 yards, and they've got to do it quick as they come up on 1st down. They'll look to throw.
Pass complete, Goddard. And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle.
On a completed pass, got to get down quickly and call a timeout.
He's back to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long